Hello students, how are you all? I think you are all are fine. Okay, now in the last class we discussed, in last video we discussed about scalar addition and vector addition. Suppose if 2 kg of sugar is there in one bag and 3 kg of sugar is in another bag, then this 2 kg plus 3 kg, if you add it, then the resultant, it is 5 kg of sugar. In you place it, these two we can add it and you can place it one bag, that is 5 kg, 5 kg of sugar. This is what we have, scalar addition. 2 plus 3 is 5. Suppose if 3 meters distance is there in next east direction and 4 meters distance is there in north direction, then this 3 plus 4, the resultant is not equal to 7. Okay, this is what we have, the vector addition. Means suppose if 3 meters is there in east direction like this, it is east, and 4 meters, this one is in north direction, then the resultant of these two must be 5 meters by using Pythagoras theorem, that is root of 3 square plus 4 square. Okay, that is 5. Like this we can apply vector addition, and vector addition can be added in different ways by using parallelogram law of vectors as well as triangle law of vectors. Here how can we add these two vectors? Means this is our first vector, this one is second vector, and this one is the resultant vector. In the case of first vector, the head of first vector must be touch with tail of second vector, and the resultant is the first initial point of first vector and final point of second vector. This is what the resultant. Suppose if 3 meters, same as it is like this, 3 meters east direction, okay, and 4 meters, this is what we have, make some angle 60 degrees with like this, we have 4 meters which makes some angle 60 degrees. Okay, then what should be the resultant? Here also the resultant is not 3 plus 4, that is not here how we have explained there, this is 3 and this one is 4, here 5, but here it should not be exactly 5. Then how can we add it? How can we add and how can we find out the resultant? That was explained by parallelogram law of vectors. What is a parallelogram law of vector and how can you find out the resultant? You know that when two vectors are added, then the resultant is also a vector. Resultant is also a vector. Like this, in the previous case we have explained 2 kg plus 3 kg is 5 kg, that is the resultant is a scalar. Here if two vectors are added and the resultant is also a vector quantity, when the resultant is a vector, it should have magnitude as well as direction. దానికి magnitude ఉంటుంది, direction కూడా ఉంటుంది. Then how can you find out the values here? Okay, first you write the some statement is there, how we explain there. Naturally, when two vectors, okay, one statement is there, first we will write, we will explain directly with a diagram. If two vectors are acting at one point, this is one vector, okay, p bar is one vector and another vector q bar. P bar and q bar are two vectors, they are acting at one point, they are acting at one point here. This is what we are, point O. Point O. If these two vectors are acting at one point, according to parallelogram law, it says that then how can you draw the resultant vector? How can you draw a resultant vector? Suppose it makes some angle theta here, which makes some angle theta. Then how can you draw a vector? In the previous case just now we have seen that 3 meters east, 4 meters north, then 5 meters is the resultant, but here it is not possible like this, because In the previous case, the angle between the two is 90 degrees. Directly we have written. But here, other than 90, when two vectors are acting at one point, then what should be the resultant? Means parallelogram law says that when two vectors are acting at one point and these two are adjacent sides of a parallelogram. Okay, these two vectors, how they are acting there? Adjacent sides, like this. They are adjacent sides of a parallelogram. Okay, if this one is P bar, here also we have P bar, and this one is also Q bar. These two vectors are acting at one point and these two are adjacent sides of a parallelogram. Then if you want to find out the resultant, then the resultant is the diagonal passing through the same point. The diagonal passing through the same point. And you know that this angle is theta. Okay, this angle is theta, means here this angle, the resultant, this one we are calling it as resultant R bar, and this angle we are calling it as resultant angle. You know that this resultant is a vector, means it should have magnitude as well as direction. We have to find out. How can you find out the magnitude? This magnitude we have to find out, and this is what we have resultant. If you want to find out all the things, if you want to derive it, first you simply extend this value and directly drop a normal like this. It should not be like this, it should be drop normal. If this angle is theta, here this angle is also theta. O, A, B, C, D. Okay, like this we have to take the values. OA and BC is P bar, OB and AC is a Q bar, OC is R bar. Okay, we do one thing. First, in triangle, what should be the triangle there? In triangle, you take OCD. In triangle OCD, how can I write? OC square is equal to OD square plus CD square. OC square is equal to OD square plus CD square. See, hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. Okay, therefore we can write OC square is equal to, what is OD? Here to here OD. OD is nothing but OA plus AD. Can I write like this? OD is nothing but OA plus AD. That's why we can write OA plus AD whole square plus we can write CD square. Okay, you derive it. OC square is equal to OA square plus AD square plus 2 OA AD plus CD square. A plus B whole square. A square plus B square plus 2AB as it is CD square. Okay, as it is CD square. Like this we can write. This is one of the formula which we have explained there. But here you can observe it. Can I write? We will write some, this you can consider it as equation 1. You take another triangle. In triangle ACD, you take in triangle ACD. In triangle ACD, how can I write? AC square is equal to, again this is the triangle, hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square, means AD square plus CD square. Okay, this side square plus this one. And we can also write, we can find out the values of cos theta also. What is cos theta? Cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is adjacent side? AD by what is hypotenuse? AC. Okay, cos theta ante this side by this side. What is AD from this? From this we can write AD is equal to AC cos theta. AC cos theta. Okay, this is one more equation we have to draw it. In the same way, we can also find out sin theta. What is sin theta? Here you can observe it. Sin theta means opposite side by hypotenuse. What is opposite side? CD by AC. CD by AC. Like this we can write. If you cross multiply these two, then we will write CD is equal to AC sin theta. Like this we have to find out the values of all. CD is equal to AC sin theta, AD is equal to AC cos theta, and AC square is equal to AD square plus CD square. Now you have to apply it. Okay, substitute the values. Substitute the values in equation 1. We have to substitute the values in equation 1. See, you can observe it. What is AD square plus CD square? These two. Instead of writing AD square plus CD square, can I write AC square? Okay, now I write now. Therefore, OC square is equal to OS square as it is I will write. AD square plus CD square is nothing but AC square plus 2 OA and AD. 2 OA. What is AD? AC cos theta. AC cos theta. Like this I can write. Okay. Therefore, what is OC? OC is nothing but R, no? R square is equal to. What is OA? OA is nothing but P square plus AC Q square, Q bar square, P bar square plus 2 OA and AC P bar, Q bar and cos theta. Like this we can find out. Okay, R square is equal to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Or we can also write, therefore R is equal to, that implies, therefore R is equal to, means magnitude is equal to root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. This is our final conclusion, that is the magnitude of the resultant. Okay, because you know that when two vectors are acting at this point and the resultant is also drawn from this point, this is what we have the resultant, and this resultant is also a vector which is having magnitude as well as the direction. We have find out the value of magnitude, that is modulus of R is equal to root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. This is what we have magnitude. Magnitude of resultant vector. Magnitude of R bar. Magnitude of R bar. And this we can consider it as equation 2. Equation 2. Okay, like this we have to consider here. And we will write this formula here. First you copy it. Okay. Shall you copy this one? Okay. Can I write this statement here? I will write now. If two vectors acting at a point, if two vectors acting at a point, if two vectors acting at a point are represented, if two vectors acting at a point are represented by the adjacent sides of a parallelogram, no, adjacent sides of a parallelogram having magnitude and direction, having magnitude and direction. This is what we have explained there. Means two vectors are there, they are acting at one point and they are adjacent sides of a parallelogram and they are also having magnitude and direction. Then what is the resultant? The resultant is also drawn from the same point, that I have to write it here. Then the resultant is represented, then the resultant is a diagonal, diagonal passing through the same point, 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 having magnitude and direction, having magnitude and direction. Okay, like this I can write. This is what we have parallelogram law. చాలా important. Definite question is there. That's why if two vectors are acting there, and these two vectors are also acting at the same point, and these two are adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then how can you find out the resultant? The resultant is the diagonal passing through the same point of a parallelogram, and this resultant is also having a vector having both magnitude and direction, and this is what we have, magnitude, the resultant magnitude. Now I have to find out the resultant direction. How can I find out the resultant direction? In order to find out the resultant direction, simply I want to take same triangle. In triangle, okay, in triangle, what is the triangle? OCD. Same triangle you take in triangle OCD. This is the triangle. From this triangle you have to find out the value of tan alpha. Okay, what is tan alpha? Opposite side by adjacent side. What is opposite side? CD by, because this is this triangle, alpha is the angle, CD by OD, CD by OD. But you know, CD by, what is OD? OD means OA plus AD, OA plus AD. Like this we can write. Therefore tan alpha is equal to, what is CD? Here we have written, CD is nothing but AC sin theta. Okay, by OA, as it is I can write OA plus AD means AC cos theta, AC cos theta. Like this we can write. Okay, CD means AC sin theta, as it is OA, ED means AC cos theta, these two. If you want, just you write the equations also. Suppose this is, we can say it as 2 and this one is 3, this one is 4. If you want to write, you can write like this. Here from substitute, okay, the values, substitute the values from equations 2 and 3. Okay, the 2 and 3 equations here we have substituted. Like this we can write. Then what is the final conclusion here? You will write the final conclusion. What is the resultant here? We have tan alpha is equal to, what is AC? AC is Q sin theta by what is OA? P plus AC again. Okay, AC means AD. AD is AC cos theta. AC cos theta means AC is nothing but Q cos theta. Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. And from that, finally, you can write alpha. Therefore, alpha is equal to tan inverse of Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. P plus Q cos theta. Like this we can write here. This is what the resultant direction. This is resultant magnitude and this one is resultant direction. This is what we have 4 and final fifth equation. Like this we can find out these values. Two vectors are acting at a point are represented by the adjacent sides of a parallelogram having magnitude and direction. What should be the resultant? Resultant passing through the same point. Okay, the diagonal passing through the same point gives the resultant. Okay, having both magnitude and direction. What is the resultant magnitude? This one. This is what we have, resultant direction. First you copy this one. All of you copy this one. Diagram is very, very important here. Okay. Here next we have some cases in this parallelogram law. We have some cases. What are those cases? Here we can take here. Case 1. If P and Q are in same direction, what is the resultant? If P and Q are in same direction, R is equal to how much? Means what? Like this. P and Q. P bar and Q bar. Then what should be the resultant? Resultant is equal to root of P square plus Q square. You know, theta is equal to 0. Okay, theta is equal to 0. P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos 0. What is the value of cos 0? Cos 0 is 1. That's why we can write root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ. Means what? Root of P plus Q whole square. Because it is in a form of A plus B whole square. Square root get cancelled. And finally this is R max, because maximum root of P plus Q. Okay, this is what we have the first case. Case 2. If P bar and Q bar are in opposite direction. Okay, when P bar and Q bar are in opposite direction, then R is equal to how much? Okavela these two are in opposite direction. P bar and Q bar are in opposite direction. Then what is the value? How it will be? P bar and Q bar. What should be the R value? Theta is equal to how much? 180, no? When both are in opposite direction, how it will be? It will be like this also we can write P bar and Q bar. This angle is 180. Then what is the value of R? R is equal to root of P square plus Q square plus 2pq cos 180. Cos 180 is minus 1. That's why I can write root of p square plus q square minus 2pq. That is nothing but root of p minus q whole square. Square root get cancelled, and finally this is what we can write, r minimum p bar minus q bar. Like this also we can write. Okay, this is case 2. I will write case 3 here. What is case 3? If p bar and q bar are perpendicular, then r is equal to how much? Like this. Okay, how it will be? P bar and q bar. This is p bar, this one is q bar. Theta is equal to 90. Then r bar is equal to root of p square plus q square plus 2pq cos 90. What is the value of cos 90? Cos 90 is 0. And finally we can write resultant is equal to root of p square plus q square. This is what we have, resultant. R bar is equal to root of p square plus q square. This is also case 3. Okay. The maximum, when should be the resultant is maximum? When both are in same direction. When it should be minimum? When opposite direction. When it will be perpendicular, what is the resultant? Root of p square plus q square. Like this we can write. Okay. And finally we have last important case 4. If p bar is equal to q bar, okay, then r bar is equal to how much? Like this. Suppose if you express this in words, how can you explain this? Means the magnitudes of two vectors are equal, then what is the magnitude of resultant vector? ఇలా కూడా అడగొచ్చు. The magnitudes of two vectors are equal, then what should be the magnitude of a resultant vector? Therefore r bar is equal to root of p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. Therefore r bar is equal to root of p square plus plus 2p square cos theta, because p is equal to q kada. That's why I can write p square, this one is p square, p into p. And what is the resultant? Root of p square plus p square, 2p square plus 2p square cos theta. Therefore finally r bar is equal to, better to take 2p square common, then 1 plus cos theta. 1 plus cos theta. Like this. Then what is the value of r bar is equal to 2p square. 1 plus cos theta means 2 cos square theta by 2. 2 cos square theta by 2. Actually, how we will get this formula means by using trigonometry, 1 plus cos 2 theta. 1 plus cos 2 theta. Okay. By 2 is equal to cos square theta. This is our formula. Suppose if it is that cos square theta aithe, this is the formula. Cos square theta by 2 aithe 1 plus cos theta by 2. 1 plus 2 theta aithe theta ra. Theta by 2 aithe theta avutundi. If it is 2 theta, then cos square theta. If it is cos square theta by 2, then it should be like this. Okay. Or we can also write, okay, this is what mathematics, no need to worry, just మీరు ఇది ఒకటే గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. 1 plus cos theta means 2 cos square theta by 2. And what is the final one? Resultant r. Resultant r is equal to root of 4p square cos square theta by 2. If you remove this square, then we can write r is equal to 2p cos theta by 2. only theta k by 2 only. Okay, this is what we have the resultant magnitude is 2p cos theta by 2. And final case, last case, case 5. What is this case 5 means? If the all vectors are equal, p bar, q bar, r bar are equal, then what is the value of theta? Theta is equal to how much? If the question may ask like this, then you have to do all the things, or directly either r bar is equal to root of p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. ఓ పని చేద్దాం, దీన్ని p రాద్దాం, is equal to p square plus 2p square cos theta. ఇందాక రాసినట్టే సేమ్ యాస్టీజ్ ఇదే రాయాలి, కాకపోతే ఈ ఆర్ ప్లేస్లో కూడా మనం p రాసుకుంటాం. therefore p is equal to root of 2p square plus 2p square cos theta. Okay, and finally p bar is equal to root of 2p square common is 1 plus cos theta. Same we can write p square is equal to root of 2p square into 1 plus cos theta అంటే ఇదే కదమ్మా, 2 cos square theta by 2, 2 cos square theta by 2. therefore p square is equal to root of 4p square cos square theta by 2. And finally we can write 2p cos theta by 2. Same as it is గా రాస్తాం. p, okay, 2p cos theta by 2, sorry, this is p kadamma, p get cancelled. And finally what we can write, the 1 by 2 is equal to cos theta by 2. Can I write like this? ఇక్కడ 1 కదమ్మా, 1 time 1 by 2 is equal to this one. Cos theta by 2 is 1 by 2 means when the value of cos 60, can I write cos 60 instead of 1 by 2? Cos 60 is equal to cos theta by 2. Okay, cos 60 is equal to cos theta by 2. Both sides cos we can cancel directly, we won't cancel there, by apply anti-cos, cos inverse on both sides, or directly we can write now by applying cos inverse on both sides, and we can cancel both cos on both sides, and finally we can write 60 degrees is equal to theta by 2. therefore theta is equal to how much? 120. Cross multiply it. What is the value of theta? Theta is 120. It's also very very important. Like this we have total 5 cases, case 4 and case 5. If p is equal to q, then what is the value of r? 2p cos theta by 2. If p bar, q bar, r bar are equal, what is the value of angle? That is 120. Okay, copy this one.